Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back an XRP TA video. So it's going to be a short video, guys, and I'm sure as you can see by the headline, you're going to want to know why I think we could see a 100% rise very shortly here in XRP. We're just going to quickly cover XRP, the DXY, and then finish off with why I think that's going to happen. Guys, if you do enjoy the video, please hit that like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And everyone who already hits that like and subscribe and have the notification bell on, that's another one. Helps me out, it's free. But yeah, thank you to everyone who tunes in and shares the love on all my social media platforms. I really appreciate it. I've been working really hard recently. I'm still ill, but I'm still trying to get this content out for you guys because there's a lot going on at the minute, and I feel like you need me, and I love you guys, so that's what it is. So for anyone who's joining my channel who's not been here before, you'll see this purple box here. The reason that's there is just an area of interest for me. As you can see, we've used it as previous resistance, and we've also accumulated in and around this area. When we've lost it, we've seen significant pushes towards the downside, and when we've broken out of this zone, we've seen significant pushes to the upside. So it's just an area of interest for me, basically. We are in this bull pennant, or this wedge pattern, which I do think will break out by this date here, which I think is the 8th of June from memory. Yep, 8th of June. And that would be targeting around the $2.50 breakout target. But that's more of a longer term, well, another month or so before we might see the completion of this pattern. But what we're looking at more recently is, so obviously we're testing the bottom of this wedge right now. We're in and around, we actually did wick below there yesterday, but we did have the daily candle close again inside of it. We just look on the hourly, we are holding the bottom of this wedge. So if it's an indicator of what's happened in the past, this could be a good entry point for anyone looking to take a swing or just enter in general for accumulate. I'm going to be buying some more XRP today personally, but again, not financial advice. Looks like we're having a bit of a dump. You've got to keep your eye on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It seems to be moving in correlation with that, and the S&P as well. So another thing to keep your eye on here is the DXY, which is dollar currency index. It's basically strength of the dollar. It's breaking out to all-time highs. Well, not all-time highs, but recent all-time highs. So we're right now higher than we have been for, well, 4 or 5 years. We've broken past the March 20 high. When we had this high in March of 2020, obviously then had a correction, quite a deep correction there for the DXY. And yeah, essentially that was the last time we were anywhere up near this level. One thing I will point out for the DXY specifically is on the RSI, look, we are massively overbought. Last few times we came up to this level. Obviously this time here, we did have a small correction then continued. The time before that was of significance is up and around this previous high, and we had a massive correction following that. And then obviously here we are close. But it's definitely something to keep your eye on. The DXY, we want that to lose strength when in previous bull cycles we've pushed up in cryptocurrency when DXY has been losing strength. So that's on the daily. The weekly is also overbought as well, if my charts will load, which doesn't look like they're going to, so that's great. Okay, here we go, look. See, on the weekly, look, we're also overbought all the way up here. And on the monthly as well, I'm pretty sure we are coming into the overbought region for the RSI. We are. So they're definitely something to keep on your radar there. And we'll just finish off now with why I think XRP could be looking at a 100% rise. So going on previous history of charts, this is how technical analysis works. You have a look at what's happened in history and you try and forward forecast what may happen in the future based on what's happened in the past. When XRP on the daily has come down to being oversold, so this little area here, so if you look on your RSI, when it's come down to this area, and then we are measuring when it's come either and touched the oversold area, so bounced off it or dipped into that area at the lowest point, to when it has had a bearish cross on the simple moving average after that. So obviously when we've hit the bottom, we broke up above the simple moving average, and when that's crossed again bearish, we've taken those figures and given us some sort, if you wanted to trade that, given us some sort of target for what we're looking for. As you can see, back on the 24th of December or 23rd of December 2020, we actually crossed back bearish up here. You could say this was a cross back bearish, but I've gone for this one because this was a bit of like a chop and change. I've gone for this bearish cross here, and we've had a 199% rise. Again, on 20th of June 2021, I've gone for this bearish cross here, boom, and that was a 39% rise. On June the 19th, I've gone for this this bearish cross, obviously, because the time when it's crossed bearish, 157. And then we've got December the 4th of 2021. The bearish cross came here, and that was a 49% rise. And again, on the 19th of January, crossed bearish on the 16th of February 2022 for a 56% rise. And now we are just touching into the oversold area. Look on the RSI. So if you actually find the average of these the last 5 times it's happened, it's actually around 100% average. So to find the average, guys, all you obviously do is add all the percentages together and divide it by the amount of times that's happened. We'll give you the average. So that's how we're looking at a potential 100% rise here in the short to medium term for XRP. Obviously, this may not be the bottom. We could dip in there. As you can see here on December the 5th, we came actually quite low into the RSI, all the way down to 23. And in January, as well as in June of 23. So this might not be the exact bottom. If we do follow something similar, we may have a little further down to come. But as the chart above showed, this chart here, that we are respecting the bottom of this wedge. I would like to see this price being held here and bounce off the oversold area on the RSI. Obviously, you don't always get what you'd like, but that is what I'm looking for. And from there, could we have a 100% rise? I'll leave that on to you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.